Welcome, guys, to another episode of Guerreros Podcast. Today I have Carlos Barragan from Vino Design and Build. He came up as a last minute to save my butt, man. I had 2 interviews ready for you guys. This guy's been on the books for a while. He just been so busy that, we haven't been able to coordinate a time to get him in. But today we have the pleasure and honor to come to his home and check his home office, which is something I need to build as well. But more than anything, excited to have him just be ready and just pretty much ready to go last minute on getting this podcast going. But Carlos, tell us a little bit about what you do and what position are you in as far as what you got going on through your business.
Yeah, so what's up, everyone? My name's Carlos. I own a construction company called Vino Design Build, and we didn't start off like that. That's just I'll go through the story of how we ended up with that name, but basically we do the full entire construction process from the idea stage to the last install of your door. We do it all, and the goal was to get that whole entire process under one structure. And so that's just on that side. I also have a podcast called Unfiltered and Elevated.
There you go.
I'm involved in a whole bunch of community organizations and connected with, a lot of government officials. I'm on Chambers of Commerce board. So I do a lot, man. I play sports, racquetball. I do hiking. I love to go hiking and just traveling, bro. I love traveling. So that's a little bit about me and what I do. My position at the company, I'm part owner, so it's me, my brother, and my dad that run the company, but mainly it's me and my brother that run the actual operations of the entire company. So we're the ones hiring, firing, expanding,
take care of the whole thing.
Signing contracts, overseeing everything, legal, everything that comes with the business.
So let me ask you, what has been the biggest challenge for you? From how long have you had your business for? Like, when did you start it?
So we've been in business for 7 years now. 7 years?
Yeah. Okay, what do you think was the hardest thing to start doing? Because one thing I'm bumping into a lot is individuals coming across a point where it's like, should I even start? Like, how do I even start? Like, for you, what is your story? Because every story to me has been unique, man. There's no single person that I've talked to or individual that tells me, hey, I have the same story, or I've been stuck because of the same thing. Of course, we end up in the same, kind of like in the same level. But for you, what has been the biggest challenges from the time you started, and how have you been able to overcome them?
So I would say the hardest thing that I had to deal with was basically leaving my stream of income. That when you work for someone, and that was tough, dude. When I was like okay, like I hate working. I'm done working for people. I need to have my own shit. And I was like, what do I have to do, to get there? And I started realizing, like, well, first of all, I have bills to pay. Like, you have your car payment, and all your stuff.
Those never always coming in.
So it's like, how do you keep paying all these bills and be able to stop working for someone? Because that was so I read a book called Think and Grow Rich. And that's kind of what set up this whole entire plan for me. I was like, you know what, like, shit, I got to do all of that, literally. So I started, when I finished the book, I was like, all right, I need to just get this going. And so I quit my job. I stacked up enough money. I had like probably $40,000 in the bank to just pay all my bills throughout the year, and
just kind of something.
Just kind of like just get off, because dude, I realized that I was spending 10 hours a day working for someone. So I was like, all my time's going there, and I'm just making the owner of this place rich. Or I'm just like really not contributing much to myself besides getting a check. And I was like, I know I meant to do way bigger things in life than sign in, clock out, get a check.
Yep.
And so that was kind of like the start, and that was the hardest thing for me to do, to just cut that income stream. Like, dude, you have to have balls to do that. Like, I'm pretty sure any entrepreneur will tell you, like, if they had to deal with that, that was probably one of the toughest things to do. Like, just,
I'm with you on board with that one, man.
Just go hard, and you don't know what's gonna happen. Like, what if you end up homeless? Yeah. What if you end up with, you fail at everything you do, and now you're screwed.
I think that's Well, one of the things that, like I said, we'll end up like in the same struggles, right? But it's a little different for everybody. But I can definitely relate with that because it was the same thing for me. It's like, dude, how do I leave a $50-something an hour job? Everybody wants $50 an hour, right? And I'm over here making good money. I'm only paying about $700 rent, not having any bills. But like, how do you just drop everything when you know you have all this responsibility? You know, it's a lot of weight on the shoulders. Like you said, not everybody can handle that type of thing, man. It takes a lot of cojones to make stuff like that happen. You know?
And the funny thing was that when I did that, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I just knew I wanted to be a business owner and figure it out. So I quit my job. I used to work at a restaurant, and then I quit that job and started a marketing company. And so this was what, like 9 years ago, I would say 8 years ago. And I started a marketing company, and I started helping people with their social media, restaurants, businesses, whoever I could talk to. I was like, hey, dude, you need to be on social media. You need to be on social media. And everyone's like, no, like, not right now. I don't need that service. And I'm like, all right. Like,
it would have been better off right now 9 years later.
Yeah, so it was funny because I started that, and I started locking deals in with people. I just would talk to owners, started getting contracts signed, like getting $500 a month on running their marketing, running their social media pages, setting them up, doing daily photos, videos. And I just thought it was boring. I was like, this shit's boring. Like, I'm just on a computer desk now, typing shit up, putting pictures up, like, you know, all the accounts and stuff. Like, I was just like, this is like, I'm not gonna do this. This is just boring to me, and like, it's good money, but I can't see myself, you know, really focusing on this right now. And so that's when I kind of just like took a step back and was like, damn, what am I gonna do? And the crazy thing was that in the middle of that, my brother was also looking into entrepreneurship and doing his own thing. He had to quit his job before me. He literally read that book, and literally I think the next day quit his job.
Oh shit!
Like, he read like 4 pages and he just quit.
It's like, talking about going in, freaking just
he went
fuck,
hard.
let's go.
He went hard and
going all in.
Yeah, so it was just a crazy experience. But what I realized was like, all right, Daniel, we really need to start a real business now. Like, we convinced our dad to get the construction license. We got it licensed, transferred it to the company, and really just started growing this company, like hiring people, setting up systems, marketing, just the whole operation, getting an office. And as we go, dude, it's just growing and growing and growing. And every year we go through new problems, and it's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
Hey, man, Ormosi says, fail fast and make sure you take care of those failures as fast as you can so you can move to the next part, the next part, the next part. I think with what you're just saying, did you have any experience in the construction industry, or did you just kind of like, I'm going into the construction?
So I would help my dad a lot growing up. Like, he would always be like, hey, dude, I have a side job to go do, or do you want to come help me at when he used to work for a contractor, they would always need help. And I was like, yeah, I'll go, like on the weekends or whatever, mainly on weekends, but sometimes after work too, they'd need help. And dude, I was like in high school still, but I would go with them, make, you know, $1,000 a week sometimes. Yeah. I'm like, damn, like, this is where, you know, this is good money. I mean, it was hard work, but
it was good money.
But it was good money. I was in high school, and I was like, why not? You know, every time I'd get a chance, I'd go with them. You know, a couple $100 here and there. And while my friends didn't have jobs, or maybe, I don't know, wherever they were working at restaurants, and
you were the one pitching the burgers at the time.
Yeah, I was the one just hustling, dude, just doing whatever it took to make some money.
I hear you. What do you think? Or like when you were doing the whole construction side, right? Do you think certain individuals? Because right now, even for my business, if I try to hire somebody, man, they want to get paid like way better than me, right? And I'm just like, well, what the hell do you know how to do? And they're like, oh, well, I never done this. Well, how in the hell do you want to get paid better than someone that knows, like a journeyman, right? Like, what do you think these individuals have in their head, bro, for them to think that they are worthy of getting paid with no experience?
I think it's I had that same question. Like, I've looked for a lot of different people in a lot of different positions, and I look at their resumes, I look at how much they're asking, and I'm like, this guy wants to make $200,000 a year. Like what, you know, doing like running projects, maybe running or either like supervising a couple people in some projects. And I'm like, dude, what, like what makes you think that, like where did you last get paid that, or how do you come up with these numbers? And sometimes I think it's just people are just throwing their numbers out, or like kind of giving you like, oh, I want to make this much, and they know you're either gonna be like, well, we're not gonna start you there, but, or I don't know. I really don't know why people want more than what they deserve. Because I mean, if you are asking for that much money, you better come in and like run an entire company almost.
Yeah,
for
you
for
better
that
open
kind of
that baby and you
salaries.
better close it.
Yeah, for hundreds of thousands of dollars, you better be running a company.
Yeah, at that
Like
point,
without
seriously.
giving me a phone call almost.
Yeah, I would expect it honestly, but the reason why I asked is because as I was coming up in any workout that I did, bro, I always executed on what I told them I can do, even though if I didn't, like I would try my best, right? But I went in, I went in into plumbing, not knowing plumbing, and the guy's like, well, how much you want to get paid? I'm like, I'm okay starting at 30, but it's like if you get me to 55, I'll stay. It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna let you test run me. Like this is gonna be a test run. If you think I'm worth it, then cool. If not, then that's fine. It just didn't work. But dude, I went into plumbing, not knowing plumbing. I went into working into automotive tech, not knowing automotive tech. Like every single job that I did, my intention was to learn how to do the job. It wasn't to freaking make the money, right? Of course, I wanted to make a good amount, but for to see individuals, bro, come up and ask for a high paycheck with no type of background, no type of experience, and then not execute on it. Like you said, like, bro, I'm gonna pay you 200K. Well, that's fine, dude. I'm not stepping into my business like forever. Like, you better run this baby for me, right? So when I see individuals asking for, like, for me, I was trying to hire a guy, and then he goes, "Oh no, yeah, man, if you pay me 400 a day, it's okay." I was like, 400 a day? Like, what do you know how to do? Like, you know how to use a hammer? Yeah. I was like, yeah, you don't need no college for that, bro. Like, anybody can hammer. My kid knows how to use a hammer. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what experience do you bring to the table, and like, how do you execute? Because I mean, even for a business, like your business in construction, like, como dijo un patrón una vez, one of my bosses, he told me, he's like, pa pico y pala no se ocupa estudio, hijo. Tú échale ganas. And I'm just like, it's true. You don't need no freaking education to know how to work a shovel or a pick or a hammer.
No.
Like, just don't get your fingers, man. You know?
Just know the basics.
Yeah. So when you came into starting your whole business, you partnered up with your brother, and then so your dad. What does your dad pretty much do for you, or like how does he help you out?
So originally we thought we're gonna build this business and just give it to him. Like I thought, like, I'm gonna build this company and kind of get the experience to learn how to actually run an operation, like a legit full on operation, and just give it back to him. But I don't know what I was thinking, because like it would be crazy. Like, he wouldn't be able to manage it.
It would be a lot.
It'd be way too much. Like, how would you even deal with like paperwork, employees, legal stuff, insurances,
Like
sales? Like, it would be, I mean, if we just gave it to him, it'd probably just crash.
Yeah.
Because he wouldn't even know what to do. Right now, what he does for us is he helps us kind of just random things, to tell you the truth. Me and my brother have got to a point where we're like, dude, what do we do with our dad? Like,
damn.
Yeah, like we would like literally we've been wanting to fire him multiple times. And it's like, dude, how do you fire your own dad? You know, it's like it gets to a point where, you know, you start something with certain people, and then it's like you're at a level where, you know, it's like, how can they run the company? They can't. It gets to a level where now it's how would you say it? You're just like, the capacity to run the company, you don't have the education to do it. So it's like, as much as we'd want him to run it, he can't. You know, it's a tough. There's too many moving parts. There's way too much that, you know, he might not understand. And it's like, what do you do?
Your pops is old school?
Oh, he's super old school, dude. He's
Yeah, it's
like
tough.
he's the type of guy that will show up, and we'll have a job with someone, and the client will say like, hey, can you also do that? And he'll go do it. And it's like, I understand, like, we do want to provide that kind of service. And the problem with that is what we started seeing is that it would lead to other problems. Like we'd do something extra to help the client out, and it would lead to a big old problem.
Just backfire.
It would just backfire on us a lot of the time, or like then it would lead to them calling us back to fix the or you know, who knows, like he would install something somewhere, and next thing you know, a pipe would break behind the wall because we were helping the client with something else. And so we were just like, you know what, like let's just stop doing that. Let's make sure, like, if they do want to add anything extra, like let's go through the right process. Yeah, let's let them know, like, yeah, it's fine, we'll do it. Let's add the cost to it, get the materials, and then properly address it instead of just doing it.
My pops, man, he brings a lot of knowledge to the table for me, but I cannot. It's for the same reason why I cannot have him in the business. Because, bro, like, I have him in the business, and the client comes, and my dad's a little opposite of that. He's like, oh yeah, are you able to do this? And he's just like, that's not my job, and he just pretty much just kicks him off to the curb, bro. And I'm like, dude, you can't be doing that kind of stuff, dude. Like, it's like we can provide value, but we're not supposed to like just give him the fucking boot like that. Like, hey, let him know, hey, well, you know what, I'm doing a garage. If you need this done, like you said, there's a process for it, right? It's like, just give Jonathan a call, or, you know, let us know what else you need, and then we'll go through an actual procedure to make sure that we address the situation. But my dad, bro, he's just old school like that. He's like, I'm here for your garage, not for nothing else. Like,
yeah,
don't bug me type dude. And I'm just like, Jesus, dude.
Yeah, it's rough because like you want to work with people, and even like me and my brother, like he's wanted to fire me, I've wanted to fire him. It's crazy because now you get to a point where you're like, you start realizing like you only know what you know, and there's like that all that unknown that you don't know yet. And it's like, just like, damn, we're at a point now where we need to hire people that know more, a lot more than us. And it's like, that's all I've been trying to focus on right now. Just, I don't know it all, dude. And I'm like capped out where I'm at. So that means you need to bring more people in that know way more than you, that have done this 10x what you do, and just know how to set it up.
So how is it, I mean, besides the complications that we just talked about, how is it working with family? Because like, even for me, I try to hire my sisters, I try to hire my cuñado, I try to hire my dad. Like, it just doesn't work out for me, man. It's like I get the hardest of times when I'm trying to work with family.
I mean, it's amazing and it sucks at the same time. So it's like, it's fun. I love working with my dad, my brother, my family, and it's like, I just think when it comes down to the hard stuff, like disciplinary, or like why, you know, when stuff like that's really hard to, like, how do you write up your dad? Like, hey, dude, I'm gonna have to write you up, dude. You fucked up big time today. Like,
damn,
you know,
bro,
like, you cost us $10,000 today, dude. You're almost about to get fired for this one.
This is your first and your second.
This is your first and last warning. Like, how do you tell that to your dad or your brother or whoever, you know? And rough. It's I think it always starts this way though. It starts with like closest friends and family and people you know, and then it just gets to a point where now you need to start bringing other people in that are not friends and family, and that's just where it starts expanding. And then I think it just gets to a point where the company is just so big that you don't even know who's working with you anymore.
Yeah, dude, that's definitely a place you want to be at. I mean, you don't have to know every single employee, but you definitely want to have a system or like your SOPs in place to be like you said earlier, don't even bug me, don't even give me a call. This is running automated, right? And at that point, it's like, it's not even I mean, yeah, you are the owner, but it's not really on you, right? Because you already have your general manager or whatever the case may be. I just don't see myself working with family as much as I tried.
Yeah, it's rough, dude. It's but it's like the trust is the most valuable thing. Like, you can always trust, or at least my family. I'm sure there's other families you can't really trust, but I mean, yeah, with our family, dude, like I would never have to worry about anything, like, you know, hiding something from or doing shady stuff. Like, I mean, we all trust each other, and that's just how it goes. So that's probably the one of the biggest benefits, the trust, and being able to have someone that can, like, you can trust them with whatever it is, you know, your bank accounts.
They come through.
Yeah, or taking care of things, like, you'll know they'll do it.
Yeah, man, it's I don't know. I guess it's different for everybody. But if you was to bring in like a youngster, someone young, right? I said someone in like 18, 19, 20s, what would you expect from them? Hey, let's say they come, it's like, hey, Carlos, I I don't know how to do any of this stuff, bro. Like, to be honest, but like, I need a chance. Like, will you give me a chance, or like, what will be, like, how hard we like, how short would that leash be on that person?
Dude, I would be hard.
Yeah.
I'd be hard, dude. I'd be like, get your wimpy ass over here. Like, I'm gonna show you how it is, dude. I'm gonna show you like what it takes to be a high level performer. You know, like it's not like, you know, you're playing video games at home, you're on TikTok, whatever the fuck you're doing. Like, it's time to wake the fuck up. It's time to show you, you know, discipline, how you set things, how you achieve goals, how you follow through, and how you execute.
Yeah, homie's gonna be having more than construction knowledge, bro. They're gonna have live knowledge with you, man.
Yeah, and that's kind of that's how we see all of our, like, everyone that works with us. It's all about like improving them as people. Like, we like to invest in our people, and like, we go through communication improvement. We go through just anything that can improve their life. Even I'll say, like, hey man, how's life at home? Is everything good? Like, I like to really help people out wherever I can. And if I know all this knowledge and don't pass it on to everyone around me, the goal is to have high performing people around me. And like, me not giving that knowledge to them is just wasted knowledge. You know, I don't want to just become the high performer and everyone around me stay behind. Yeah, so like it's like, I want to help everyone around me be at the highest level they can, and then eventually they're just going to get to a point where they might just have to drop off, you know, because it's just too much.
Yeah, man, that's actually pretty cool. That's what's it called? Leadership. That's actual leadership right there, to make sure that your team grows with you, not just you be like growing, but bring everybody along that can actually tag along and execute with you. Because, man, a good team, man, it's irreplaceable.
Well, think about it, dude. If you're like, you're improving your communication skills, you're improving everything you do, but everyone else is not, you're gonna have tons of issues. Like, if you communicate with your team and they don't respond back for 3 hours, 4 hours, it's like, hey dude, like, what's up? Either you improve or figure something out, or find another job or something, because everyone has to be on the same playing field to properly you know, run the company.
Yeah,
you can't just have low level performers and then high level performers. Like, everyone has to meet these standards of your company culture, and that's what we're developing in our company, like high performance standards. And so, like, we get it. A lot of people are not going to want to work with us, and I don't, you know, I understand, because these high standards are tough to deal with. But once you get to a level, like, I'm pretty sure a lot of organizations have these high standards, and they got to the top this way by not tolerating low level, low performance people.
Yeah, I hear you. It's kind of like you said, all these big organizations that have this systems in place, this standards, this type of values, right, to be able to get to the next level. Like, that's what I was asking you earlier. Like, whenever I went to a job, it wasn't just like, oh, I'm going for, like, I was actually going to learn. So imagine someone actually comes and they put up with everything, like all your standards, and they're actually like, no, yeah, I'm gonna stick to this. I'm actually pay attention how they do things, and I'm gonna follow the guidance and the leadership that's in the business. Like, you're setting high standards already for somebody, and somebody actually sticking and pulling through. Like, how much better how much better can the life get? Not just from working with you, right, but just in a personal level. Like, bro, you're already at a high standard level in a business. Like, how can you lower yourself outside of the business? Like, to me, that's kind of not impossible, but it'd just be kind of stupid to be like, yeah, I'm working at a high standard place, but, you know, outside of work, like, I'm totally like below the fucking standard. Like, it just, to me, just doesn't make sense, right?
It won't. And it's that's literally exactly what I talked to our team. I was like, look, you guys, like, everything we implement here, if you implement this at home with your friends, with your family, everything's gonna improve in your life. Like, just the last training we had was on communication, how to communicate well and do it extremely efficiently and fast. Like, we told our team, like, hey, these are our new standards. Like, we want you guys, if we message you, if we email you, respond back right away, regardless of what the situation is. If you don't know the answer, if you don't know what's going on, write that in there. Just say, hey, I received your email, thank you, I'll look into this and get back to you in the next 24 hours. like just letting people know what the hell's going on, so that they're not lost. Like, shit, I sent this guy an email, now I don't know what the hell's going on. Never heard back from him.
Yeah, at least you get a confirmation that they've seen it, right?
And that's all I think communication is. Just like you knowing that they received your message or your whatever your request was. Like, you're working on it. And that's, dude, I feel like that's improved our business a lot with clients. Like, just anything. Hey, like, we're working on it. I'll get back to you. I don't know the answer yet. Give me a few days. Give me a few hours. I'll follow back with you. Give me, some time. Or I don't know the answer. Let me find out. Or let me talk to the team. And it can be, with your wife, with your friends. When they write to you and you don't respond back, it's tough. It's like either so fucking busy that you either couldn't respond back, or you just don't care.
Yeah, man, it doesn't take that long to. I mean, even right now, I told my wife, because I didn't want her to be like calling, right? I was like, hey, I'm gonna be doing a podcast. My phone's gonna be on airplane mode. I'll text you in about an hour and a half.
There you go.
Like, at least if she gets a green bubble, she will be like, oh, this motherfucker put me on. Just ignore him. Like, no, I'm not ignoring, man. I already told you what I'm doing.
And
it doesn't take that much.
That's how I was. Like, my communication sucked, and I wouldn't. I don't know what I would just think people knew, or just I wouldn't communicate at that level. And so there was a lot of problems. People would be mad, or they'd be like, what the hell, like, this guy's not responding, or it's just not good.
Like, he doesn't care. Like, you get a different perspective from people, especially when it's important things and you're trying to get a reply back, and it's like, all right, well, I don't need to know the answer right now, but I just need to know that, hey, you heard me.
Exactly.
And dude, I mean, nowadays most individuals don't even have the capability of doing that, especially like the younger kids, man. They're like, hey, go talk to this person, and then they can't even communicate or talk to them because all they know is a phone, or you know what I mean.
And like for me, dude, if I get a email, a message, a call, and I don't take action on it within the next like 30 seconds, it's gone. It's gone, dude. It's goes through my inbox. I'm 20 emails down. My messages, they'll be down, all the way down on the page. Calls, same thing. It'll just be gone.
Now you guys see why I couldn't get this guy on the freaking podcast. I was like all the way at the bottom of the freaking call.
You'd message me, I'd be like, all right, on my way to write back, like, yes. Boom, get a call. Like, all right, boom. Then I had to go on there, do other stuff.
Yeah, jeez. Hey, being busy is a good thing, though. I mean, as long as you're being busy on the right places. But I mean, dude, it's tough out there when you have like your business, you have your family, you have everything kind of just flowing through. It's like you say, if you don't reply quick enough. Especially in business, man. Business has gone like this.
You know what's even worse, dude? People that say they're busy and they're still broke.
Yeah, I remember when I used to be like that, busy and broke.
Dude, that's the worst. How can you be busy and broke? Like, I hear this from so many people. I'm like, so what you been up to, man? What's new? Busy. Just busy. I'm like, okay, so damn, you must be making bank. You must be making big moves. Like, shit. Because that's what happens when you're like, and I started shifting now. Like, I don't even like telling people I'm busy. I just like to say I'm productive. Being productive, like just been productive all week.
Yeah, man, talking about being productive. You've been, so when I met Carlos, it was at a Driven event, literally about a year ago. Because it was on the 13th, right?
Yeah,
11th to the 13th.
Yeah.
So literally about a year ago. And it was, to me, what was pretty cool about it is we literally come from the NorCal, right? NorCal area, literally freaking 30 minutes apart. I was not expecting of meeting someone down in LA that was like literally from around my area, and I'm just like, holy shit, bro, literally by the bay, like we're from there. But when I met Carlos, he was a little on the heavy set side, and this fucker, man, he fucking put in work. Like, I look at him now, he slimmed down, he cut down. Like, bro, mad props to you for that. I like seeing that you, like you said, being productive, not just being like, I've been busy. I was like, yeah, bro, you've been busy doing what? You know, but seeing the change that you've made, the commitment, more than anything, the commitment and the application to your commitment, bro, like my respects for you. Like some people say, my hat's off to you for that.
Thank you, bro. No, dude, it was Wes Watson. When I heard that, dude, when I heard that dude say, like, some of you motherfuckers look like you have titties hanging, like, what's wrong with you? Like, I was like, damn, dude, like, I don't want to be that. And then I was like, why am I fucking lazy? Like, why am I not hitting the gym? Why am I not fucking going hard? Like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I should be going hard. And it's like, I understand now why people say like it starts with your health, because it like sets a chain reaction of events. You get your health down, that builds discipline. It builds like, a routine. You start eating clean. You start thinking better.
Clear for sure.
You start thinking a lot more clear, and you have more clarity on everything you do. You start getting better sleep.
Better attitude.
Better attitude. It's like a whole chain reaction of events. You start talking better to your clients. Problems are not problems anymore. They're just things you need to overcome. And it's just, dude, it's like a chain reaction of things that start unfolding.
I love it, man. I love it.
And that's what happened with me. It's like as soon as that happened, I started seeing like my mentality change, my confidence got, you get more confident looking at yourself in the mirror. Now you have now you're cut. Now you look good. You're like, damn, like I need to keep going now. You get addicted, and you start unrolling, dude. Like,
did you ever have that talk? Like, did you ever actually look in the mirror and be like, I don't like that piece of shit? Like, because dude, and this is like from experience, most people cannot see the change because they haven't even looked into the mirror to see what the fucking problem is.
That's what people need to do. Rip off your clothes and stare at yourself in the mirror.
Yeah, man, I had to gain some weight because I was you know what they call me? It was the total opposite of yours. At my coach, life coach Jesse, he goes, damn, bro, you look a little malnutrition. Like, what's going? Malnourished, right? And I'm like, what the like that actually hit hard, bro. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, estás medio flaco, like, hey, you need some weight on you, bro. It looks like you're not eating, you're not getting fed well. I was like, fuck. So in about 3 months, I think I put up I went from like 147 to 159, almost hitting 160 right now. And I'm like, all right, bro, it's actually time to start hitting the weights. So the one thing that I seen from Wes Watson was like, man, if you feel like, what was it? What did he say? If you feel like you have the need to do, I forget what the hell he said, to do this or go to your vice or do whatever, he's like, I encourage you, I dare you, man, to go and freaking do 5 burpees. It's still not enough, do 10 burpees, do 20, do 30, and I bet you by the end of that, you'll be fucking exhausted. You'll be feeling much better. Like you get, like you said, you get this whole chain of reactions. And I'm like, damn, bro, like it's true. Like my need to do anything else is not stronger or bigger than my need to be better, right? So like when you say like that chain of reactions, man, it leads you to way better everything.
And it's your body, dude. What the fuck are you thinking? If you're not taking care of your body, the most important, most valuable thing on this planet, dude, you know how much a body must cost? Like if you could buy a fucking body, what would that shit cost you? Like, dude, if we go to surgery, it's like $100,000 just for a little surgery. Imagine like what the value of a full body is. Like if you were to put a price on all your organs, all your parts, everything, dude,
I would do the research on the black market to see what each part costs, but I mean, just for me, they try to put, like when they put my foot back, because I literally freaking almost cut it in half, they charged me, I think it was a little bit over $500,000. And I was like, dude, I don't have that. Like, thankfully at the time there was help through like through grants or not grants, I forget what the hell they're called, but like through programs that actually helped me pay that. But dude, like seriously, like why not take care of your body?
And that's why I realized, I'm like, if I don't take care of my own body, how am I gonna do all this? And what if I die early? For not taking care of my body, and it was under my control. Like what
are you gonna be mad at, man?
You put whatever you want in your own body. So it's like if you look like a big old ugly looking person, it's your fault. Unless you have a disease or some type of like thing that you can't control, then that's something else. But for the most part, most people can control what goes in their mouth.
Definitely.
If you can't control even that, I mean,
I know what right now that you mentioned that, I have a big problem with, and I'm gonna call it a problem because it's with my godson. He's only 13, but bro, that mental fortitude is not there. It's just eating, and I'm just like, fuck, bro. Like I'm literally, like, how the hell do I get this? How do I save his life at this point? Like this guy is just grabbing whatever he can, boom and boom and boom and boom, and I'm just like, damn, bro. Like how is it possible for people to, like, even at 13 you already kind of have a bit of brain to think about things, so it's like, how is it, like, not just a 13-year-old, but even seeing like a 19, 20, 30-year-old in that state where they're just like, bro, like, do you, like, at that point you really just don't care.
What you need to do? Take his ass to a cemetery when they're burying someone and be like, that's gonna be you right there, pretty soon. You know, that's gonna be you in that casket right now.
No, yeah, bro. It's
pretty soon if you don't step your shit up and get in shape and stop being you know, just eating whatever's happening in your life. Figure it out. Like, get some help if you're depressed, if you're sad about something, like, or is it just addiction? I don't know. People eat for different reasons. Some people get sad and start eating. Some people get mad and start eating. Stress. If some people get stressed, they'll start eating.
It becomes like their automatic to go to for relief.
Would you? Yeah, it's. I guess it's a habit that he has now. It's like whatever he's.
A big bad one, man.
So it's like, what can you do to every time you think about like, all right, I'm gonna go eat something. Maybe replace it. Start with replacing it with something healthy. Like, as soon as he gets that urge of eating, like, replace it for, you know, whatever he's about to go eat. Shift it to something clean.
Bro, he doesn't like coming to my house because he already knows. It's like he comes over and he's like, well, I actually took him down to what was it, LA? Where did I take him? I think it was LA to one of the events, right? Yeah, I actually took him to one of the events for Albert. And then
to Driven?
Yeah, to a Driven when it was the $67 things where you could walk in and stuff. And I took him, and then but it was like we went to go eat, we went to have some Korean barbecue, and then we went to go have, I think, like steak, chicken, or whatever it was. And I would see him and he would grab like a portion, right? And then he came back home, and then he tells my mom or my sister, he goes, yeah, man, it was tough to be out there with my Nino. He's like, I thought I was trying to eat the least as possible while I was around him. I was like, good, that's good. I was like, did you die? Like, no, you fucking didn't, bro. Like, you survived. And today I had him work, like he was helping us out because they're in summer school, or like in summer out of school. And then I told him, I was like, yeah, bro, I haven't even ate lunch. I haven't ate breakfast since yesterday. He was, what? Really? I was like, yeah, what's the worst that could happen? I run out of energy. I was like, I drink my coffee and I'm okay. He's like, well, how do you even get to that? Like, how do you even go through that? You know? I was like, dude, it's just an automatic. He was like, I'm too busy. Like, I'm literally too busy to even think about I need to eat. Like, if I run, like, I know my limits, right? But if I start feeling a little bit low of energy, like, yeah, man, quick little shot of coffee or a small coffee, whatever. Like, it'll keep me going. But for him to be like, damn, like, you can actually go. I was like, yeah, you can go a few days without eating, you little fucker. Like, you're chunky. You can definitely go more than a day without eating. Your body has enough reserves, you know?
And that's another thing. I think people just eat and they're not even hungry. It's just, it's 12 o'clock, eat. Or if it's, 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock breakfast, eat. 12 o'clock, eat. 6 o'clock, eat. And you're really not even hungry. You're just eating.
Do you do that, what's it called, fasting?
I mean, I don't eat unless I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I'll wake up, I'll have like a smoothie, a shake, if I feel hungry. When I feel like I'm hungry again, it could be, sometimes it's at 2, sometimes it's not even till like 5, but I'll just eat when my body's like, all right, it's time to eat.
In California, you gotta take a lunch break, all right? You don't want to get in trouble.
I don't take lunches for shit, dude.
Yeah, I feel you.
I mean, taking lunches for wimps.
Pay lunch at that, like shit.
I mean, yeah, you have to take your lunch after whatever amount of hours while you work, but if you're trying to reach high levels of, you bring your lunch and you eat it while you work.
That's why it's so hard. I mean, I don't know where else in California we have so many regulations, codes that, like, you can even step one little step the wrong way because it's like you get fined. So like the people that are working with you, like, okay, well, yeah, man, like, I get it, you gotta eat. Like, if you're really hungry, eat.
Yeah.
Right. But me growing up, like, even going to work with my dad is like, well, fucking lunch, dude. Like, we were just working, and then we got home, and now it's dinner, lunch, and breakfast all at once. Like, you know.
Yeah,
what I mean?
It's tough, dude. If anything you do, California, you almost have to call your attorney for everything you say and do here in the state. Yeah. It's anything you do can have a really bad consequence in the state, especially in underemployment. So that's a big one. Making sure that your people are taking their lunch when they're supposed to. I mean, I'm different because I'm the owner of the company, so I'm doing other stuff. But I'm pretty sure if you know you're not making sure your people taking their breaks, taking their lunch when they're supposed to, paying them overtime, and all the employment laws that are in this state, dude, it can be real bad for you.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I still think old school construction workers, bro. They just don't. They're not made like that no more. Like they said, hey, I got a project to do, and this is how much I got to do. Like, what lunch, bro? Like, I'm just gonna make sure I get it done.
Just get it done. Yeah, it's but yeah, it's I mean, I realize it's just like you just sit there, you're eating, and it's like I feel like I'm wasting time. You know, so I'm like, all right, grab my stuff, keep doing my work, eat along the way, or if I have to go somewhere, grab something and go. And yeah, now we don't even cook anymore. We have someone come in and do all our cleaning, all our cooking for us,
Nice.
meal prep for us for the week. So we just grab and go.
Hey, dude, that's fucking smart. I wish I could. Well, I'm not gonna wish it. I'm almost there too. Like, come to a point where it's like, dude, we don't need to cook. We don't need to clean. Like, have someone do all this stuff while we focus on actual, real money making activities, or actual activities that are gonna be more profitable, not just monetarily, but like with family, quality time, and all this stuff. You know?
Yeah, it's just like if you can get on the phone and close a deal, you know, in a couple hours, and then you could just pay someone to do all those little tasks that you would do throughout your day, wash your clothes, cook, clean, whatever it is, you know.
I mean, at this point, I would damn near say, yeah, y'all could bathe me, but that wouldn't even work, you know. Like,
dress you while you wake up, right? Like, when you get up, put your clothes on for you.
Like, sleeve. Oh, the shoes, nice.
Literally, throw you like, all right, sit down, put your food right here while you start, like.
It almost reminds me, like, kind of like when I was going to school, my mom would wake me up. She's like, ahí está la ropa, ahí está la comida, vámonos, ándale. I was like, what the fuck? Hold on, time out. Like, let me get the eye boogers out or something, man.
You're still asleep, getting thrown out the door already?
Yeah. I mean, there was times where it was like, desmodórate, you know, like, it's alright, just take your time. But most of the time we were like, vámonos, because they had to go to work, we had to go to school. Like, not even nowadays, kids they're getting drove to school, bro. They're getting taken to school. They're getting like personal freaking chauffeurs in here.
Getting carried on their back by their parents.
Yeah.
And shit
Dude, I had to fucking walk every damn day to school, man. It's like middle school, high school was all walking. And I tell this to my niece and nephew. They're like, what? You used to walk? I was like, yeah, you should be doing the same. Yeah, I should be doing the same. Oh no, it takes too long to get to the house. What better thing do you have to do at the house?
Yeah,
what's so important?
I feel like the new culture, a lot of the younger and even people our age, older, like a bunch of sensitive people out there, dude. Have you noticed that? Like, you say something and like it's like, oh shit, like now they don't talk to you for like weeks. It's like, what the fuck?
Took it to the heart.
You know, you said one thing, like, get your lazy ass up and get to work, and now that upset them, or you say stuff like, damn, lose some weight.
Hey, that's not a real friend. That's a real friend.
Yeah, dude.
I just can't take the actual loyalty or the actual good criticism and or honesty.
Yeah, like that's what I like to do with all my friends and family around me, dude. Like I know it's like tough, and I know it's probably it's not too warm to tell someone like, hey, dude, you're out of shape.
It's hard.
You know, you're fat. You know, you're not healthy. How do you tell someone that? You know, and especially someone that's your friend or your family, you want to be on their good side, and you know that's not going to put you on the good side.
Yeah, like I said, if the person can actually take the good criticism, the honesty, and and it's kind of hard to have them understand that it's coming from a good place, right? But if they can, honestly, at the end of the day, if they can understand that you're trying to actually look out for them and put them in a place that they can be doing much better, like, how much more can you do, bro? Like, if I had someone, like, even if you come with, hey, Johnny, did you work out today? Hey, Johnny, did you put in them reps? Hey, Johnny, did you hit your numbers? Yeah, but you little bitch, like, why haven't you done any? Like, I wouldn't even take it to heart. Why? Because I understand that you're coming from a place that you're trying to help me out, not trying to put me down. Most people can't see that.
Yeah, and that's the hard part, to take that criticism, and you know, and even me, someone tells me something and I'm like, hold up, like, damn, maybe I do need to be better at that. You know, it doesn't matter who it is. Like, it could be, and I remember hearing this, I don't know where I heard it, but it's like, what if you're walking down the street and a homeless guy is telling you, like, dude, you have shit on your face or shit on your back or whatever, you have something on your shirt, and you're like, you're homeless, I don't listen to you. You're just gonna walk around with that on your, you know, on your face or on your back instead of looking at it, like, let me see. Oh shit, I do. Let me go change my shirt. Let me go fix it. Let me go clean it up. So it's like, it doesn't matter where you hear things from, dude. It's about looking into it. And that's all, dude. I love doing that. Like, if I hear something, I'm like, damn, I thought I was good, but I'm not. I need to look into that.
And sometimes that type of I'm not gonna remember what's the word. Those type of the people that actually tell you something is never the people close to you, because like you said, it's tough to tell like a friend. It's like, hey bro, like, why are you looking fat like shit, or why the fuck are you eating like this, or why the fuck are you like. It's hard, but it's always people from the outside that get that comfort, right? Even if they say it from a place of fucking hate, or just, you know, plain fucking I don't like you, but at least they point at something that you can work on. You know?
Yeah, even if it's a hater, what if they're like, dude, your fucking content sucks, your podcast sucks.
It's gonna hurt, but we're gonna make it better.
And it's gonna hurt, but at least you're gonna look into it and be like,
Yeah.
you know what? Why does it suck? Is it boring? Like, what am I doing wrong? Like, what is it? And fix it.
Yeah.
And now you're gonna be like, dude, thank you. You made my podcast better. He was a hater or whatever.
You need haters, man. You need people to point out without any filter.
That's
Unfiltered.
You need people to just get out there and tell you, like, hey, your shit's good, or it sucks, or whatever. But you need to hear something.
Yeah. So let me ask you, because like I said, you had this journey where you kind of, from a year ago, when you say like, hey bro, like, why am I like this? For you, what was the biggest mindset, or what was the change in your mind, that other than you like, I can't be living like this? Like, what was it that actually switched everything? Like, let's say we take away the conversation or the words that Wes Watson said, right? Like, besides that, what was the other thing that kind of just triggered you to actually start moving, to start applying more, or dedicating yourself more to your health?
For me, it was just like, I started realizing, like, how are all these guys so successful? And like, not just financially, but like their bodies are on point. You know, they got family and friends around them. They're flying in jets. They have nice cars. They have multiple properties. They're living a good life. They're doing what they want, traveling. Like, I was like, what am I doing and what are they doing? And it's like, that's it. It's like, what are they doing? They're waking up early. They're working out. They're going hard. And that's what it is, dude. You do those things every day. And that's what I realized. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm too comfortable. I'm too fucking comfortable right now. Like, you know, you're making a certain amount of money that you're like, all right, cool, this is chill. But it's like, you have to get slapped up by the person 10x above you and like say like, oh dude, you only make that much? Like, damn dude, I feel bad for you. Or like, damn, that's where you're at? Shit, dude, I was there 20 years ago. You know, and it's like that's what, that push right there. It's like, dude, why aren't you making 20 times that right now? Or why aren't you doing 20 times better?
Yeah, I've been busy.
Yeah, I've been busy. Like, oh, I'm just busy. It's like, no, dude, what are you doing differently?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm like, dude, I need to do something different. That's what it is. Every time you see something, if you don't have the result you want, just do something different.
Tweak it.
That's all you gotta do. Do something, anything, but do something different. And so you can see what, you know, the new results possibly, or something. You can't just keep doing the same thing.
No, seriously, it's not good. I mean, you're getting the same results doing the same thing, and you don't like the results. Well, tweak it. Like, it's time to actually change a little bit, or not the whole thing, but maybe a few things.
And that's what it was, dude. It was like, I was just kind of like too how would you say it, like, just comfortable. And I was like these guys are posting on social media, they're going on lives, they're doing stuff, they're networking hard, dude. They're signing deals, they're starting businesses. Like, I was like, you know what, I need to do that. I need to get out of my comfort zone, get my ass on social media, post content. Like, people think like that they're the most important people in the world. That's why they don't post stuff. They're scared of like, oh, what are they gonna say? How do I look? No one gives a fuck. No one's fucking zooming in like, oh, what's that guy?
What shoes are they ripped? Like,
oh, like, and maybe they are. Who cares? But yeah, it's like, who cares? Why does that matter?
That's right.
You just be you. All those people that are like, that don't like you, unfollow me, dude. Whatever you gotta do.
There is an unfollow button, just so you know. And you know what's really funny right now that you mentioned that? When I actually started taking social media serious, right? Even if I post for everything that I post is with intention, right? My intention is to get the name out there, create a personal brand. At the end of the day, even if I get my name out to, or I do whatever I need to do to get my name out there, and I attract people that way, and it's not the people I want, like, dude, I was stuck at, I think, like 300 and something followers, and then it would go to like 390 something, and it would drop back down to about 300, and it was just kind of like, now all the people that needed to unfollow me, they unfollowed me, dude. Like, now those are not my people. Like, I'm okay with that. And I'm like, dude, where the fuck is my social media? And I'm like, what the hell? Once all those people that were kind of letting go little by little, the new people start coming in, the people that actually enjoy the content. And I'm just like, wow, dude, like, what the hell is happening? Now, month after month, 14, 20%, 14 or 20%, 14 to 20% on growth, right? On the audiences, on my followers. And I'm like, wow, kind of put things into perspective, right? It's like, all right, well, I'm going to put content out for the people that want to watch it. Like, you don't have to like me. You don't have to like Carlos. Shit, you don't even have to like the channel. But you're here, so thank you.
Yeah, it's I mean, if you think about it, I feel like a lot of those people that you first kind of started following or started following you, that's like your old identity. That's your old squad, and they're there. You know, the people that are there are people you started. You know, you were a certain person at that point. You know, you were you were that guy at that point. But as you grow, you change.
Yeah,
you become a different person. So those 300 people that were following you now might not like you, or they might think you're annoying now, or whatever it is. Like, who cares? You're a different person now, though. So it's like, it doesn't mean you've changed identities. You need a new name or whatever, but it just means that you've grown a lot.
Yeah.
And like, if you're the same person you were in high school, what does that tell you,
bro? Like,
or whatever.
I've seen that so much, bro.
Dude, I see people that I haven't seen in 10 years, and I'm like, you're the same exact dude. Like, holy shit, you've not grown one bit.
Still doing the same crap, still doing the same thing.
And every year I'm trying to like make myself a better person. Every year I try to improve in my finance and my health and in all my relationships and my business and anything I do. I always want to improve it and be a better version of myself than I am now.
Yeah, we're heading towards the 1%ers, bro. 1%ers online comfort. And they love problems.
Bro, I literally I practice all the time being uncomfortable, even with small things. Like when I brush my teeth, I don't brush my teeth with the same hand every time. I switch it up. If I like do one thing every time, switch it up.
Do you do cold plunges or cold showers or anything like that?
Yeah, I was doing cold showers for 30 days. I was doing 5 minutes of ice cold showers every single morning.
God damn.
Or whatever time of day. If I wouldn't do in the morning, it would be at night.
I've been doing the same thing. I think since last month I only missed one day, and that's because the hotel. I tried the cold shower, but their pool was hot. Their shower water on the cold was relatively not cold. It was kind of warm, right? But dude, every night it's the same thing. Shower hot water, turn that thing up to cold.
Yeah.
Because it's just. And this might sound like cheesy, right? Because a lot of people are actually doing the cold showers, the cold plunges. But it's like, dude, I was doing this shit before this even came fucking popular with people. Before they even started selling tubs for this kind of stuff. And then I learned through one of the doctors that I met, Dr. Chiriano, Jason Chiriano from Viva Life. He's like, that's basically you hijacking your body to this, basically take away all the stress, rejuvenating your body to a better, more soothing, not space, but like a more soothing state, right? And I'm like, wow, dude, like I've literally been doing this shit, and it's like without even thinking about it. I was just doing it for me being in an uncomfortable position, because like who I don't know too many people that are like nice and warm and then they're just cold.
Nope.
Not too many people can handle it.
And it's dude, it's great to get out of your comfort zone. It's a great practice. Like, you know, you love being in warm showers, but turn that shit to cold every once in a while.
Yeah.
Practice getting uncomfortable. I mean, even, you know, everyone, like, this is I think it goes to like human nature, but you sleep in the same side, do the same thing, like switch it up.
Mm-hmm.
Move over to the other side of the bed. You know, just switch things up so you're not in that comfortable state of mind, because it's like it's a habit.
Yeah.
It's a habit that we have that you get comfortable and you're like, all right, cool, chill, whatever.
Right. But even like, not to say that we're better. I mean, in some senses, we are better, right? Because we have a different mentality, we have different experiences. We're actually bettering ourselves, like you said, mentally, physically, relationships, business. But the fact that we're at this level that we are at, because there's level to things, man. Like if you're, like you said, if you're in high school and you're still in the same fucking place, like you never went anywhere. Like where are you? You're in the same fucking place, right? But like at the level that we're at, brother, I don't think there's no such thing as enjoying comfort. Like being comfortable is boring. Being comfortable is, there's no growth in that, right? So like in the level that we're in, we're not looking for comfort. We're looking for challenges. We're looking for problems. We're looking for shit to solve. We're looking for things to make us better. And you cannot get better by just being comfortable.
Yeah, being comfortable is just boring.
Yeah.
And some people like that lifestyle.
Yeah.
They like being comfortable. They like waking up at the same time, going to work, eating the same thing, doing the same thing, coming home, having the same type of sex, having the same everything.
Yeah, man. That's a Kama Sutra thing. It's just like, just throwing it out there.
I don't know. It's you do what you got to do, but I just, dude, it's boring to me.
Yeah. You ever heard of the story of I forgot what, I mean, dude, I heard so many good advice from people. I forget who gives me the advice, but this guy told me the story of can't remember if it was a crab or a lobster, but you know how crabs and lobsters, they actually change shells or they grow new shells. Do you know why they do that? Because the current shell that they're in starts fitting too tight, so they start feeling uncomfortable, right? So that's kind of you getting to a point where you already have all this pressure. That's kind of what we do, right? We start feeling the pressure. It's like, all right, well, now let me fix it. How do we fix it? We get a whole new shell, more room to grow, more room to improve, more room to get bigger. It's like people that stay in that same shell, man, they're just like, well, I'm not even growing. I'll limit myself to sticking to this shell.
Yeah, you just never get to experience what's possible. You know, it's and I've realized that every single time I've thought that way, like, I'm comfortable now, let's go do some crazy shit, or let's go out of the way, like let's go figure something new out, let's go try something new. It leads to something crazy or like a great experience or just growth.
Yeah,
like you might fail hard, but it's you learn something new that you didn't know, and now you're like, damn, now I know what to do it right
the
next
experience
time.
with it.
It's always a plus, dude. It's never like, oh, you go out of your comfort zone. It's always a learning experience, something new, or something that's gonna take you to a higher level.
What was like the biggest thing for you, like the biggest learning experience, or the biggest failure for you? I mean, in general, like throughout your whole life, that you're like, I can apply this anytime throughout my life and it will always get better.
That's a tough question.
Good. Makes you think a little bit, right? Because I mean, we do go through a lot, and at this point we make it look like it's a piece of cake. Because I already have people tell me, it's like, oh yeah, bro, like I can run a business. I want you to. I really do want you to. Give it a try.
Yeah, that's a tough question, because there's not one thing that I've done that has led me to like, all right, that was a great lesson. Now I'm gonna go here. It's like a combination of really big things that have happened that you're like, shit, I gotta really change it. And it's like that change leads to something that then leads to different other things, and then you learn more stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
Cause yeah, I've done a lot of stuff, dude. Hung out with the wrong people, done the wrong things with the wrong people, that have like made me realize things. I've made expensive errors, with just really expensive mistakes that have cost me $50,000. I've been in lawsuits that have cost me a lot of money. So all these things are just experiences that I've learned, and I'm like, damn, I know what to do now on the next time.
And I can actually take him like chest out, head high.
Like, all right, cool. Like, something's gonna happen. What can you really do? You can't avoid it. You just have to deal with it.
Oh yeah.
And you do want to push it out for a little bit. You're like, damn. Like, all right, now I got to deal with this. Now this is up. Now I have to work on that. Like, all right, put it aside. Think, like, let it just let it go by for a little bit, and then get to work.
Yeah. If there was one piece of advice you could give, because how old are you now? 30 what?
32?
32. Oh shit, you're hella young, bro. You're younger than me. 3 years.
32.
Damn. 32, bro. Look at that. 32 with a mindset of a senior. And I say of a senior, someone older, just because the experience, bro. Like you were able to take on all this knowledge and actually apply it, not just fucking be like most 32, 30-year-olds where they're like just kicking back,
just chilling, going to work, coming home.
The good old boring stuff.
The boring lifestyle.
Yeah. So like for you, what would be one thing that you can tell your younger self? Let's say like 15 years ago.
Shit, if I can go back and talk to my 15-year-old self, I would probably say like, just stop caring so much. Like, just go crazy. Just be you 100%. Don't worry about what people think. Do more. Get involved in more things. Just make friends with everyone. Like, who gives a shit? And the people you don't like, then don't make friends with them. But just get into more things.
Yeah.
That's what I would tell my 15-year-old self.
What will you tell your 60-year-old self? Oh, you know what? Let's just go 15 years forward. You're 45. Was it 45, right?
What would I tell my 45-year-old self? Yeah. Damn, that's a tough question. We're going into the future now?
Yeah, bro. You gotta speak it. You gotta speak to your future self. You don't ever think about like, hey man. Like sometimes when I talk to me, right? I talk to me. Okay, cool. My present self, and then I don't really think too much about my younger self, because I mean that life just flew by me, dude. I wasted my whole life freaking just. If it wasn't going out every day, it was just me fucking sitting down, watching TV, smoking the fuck out of my bong, like the boring shit. Like it was just comfort, right? And then there's times where I actually sit there and I'm like, all right, bro, we're gonna get this done. We're gonna make sure that we accomplish this. We're gonna make sure that we have this ready. And it to me it's kind of weird. The reason why I ask is, like I said, I do this, right? But I talk to myself to the point where everything that's happening right now in my life was literally conversations I was having with myself 3-4 years ago. And I'm just like, dude, like we're there. Like I'm to me telling myself, like, dude, we're there.
You made it.
We made it to the shit that we were talking about. And some people can call that crazy, right? Yeah, just weird, like plain weird. Like who does that? Like I do it, man, and I actually enjoy when I do that, because then I have a sense of vision of where I want to head to, right? It's not just a visual representation of where I want to get to, but it's something like conversations that I have with my mind. Like imagine the conversation we're having right now. Like you're gonna remember it. It's like, oh shit, I was talking with Johnny about this in the podcast. It's the same thing when I'm talking to myself. In the future, like, hey bro, didn't we talk about this like a year ago? Or like, why are we still doing the same shit? Or why are we not there yet? Like, what's going on? Like, it's just a sense of accountability in a way.
I guess I would ask my future self, like at a 45-year-old, I would say, like, did you make the best use of your time? You know, that's what I would probably tell myself. Like, did you, all the things you did, was it worth it? And are you happy?
Damn. Hey man, I think you are gonna be making the best of your time. I believe you are, because like I said, the level and the mindset, and I say we because I feel myself in the same place as you. Because I mean, not only because we met at a Driven event, right? But we're on that path of growth. We're on that same mindset of, dude, like I don't like comfortable. Like, hey, fuck, I have a business now. I got shit to take care of. Like, you in a business, you have way more responsibility than me, because you actually got other people counting on you to make sure that the business runs, right? But I see it, bro. Like, at your 45, you're already going to be freaking set, like, with some good stuff for sure.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, I hope so, man. I mean, we're going hard so that you can live a better lifestyle, you know?
Yeah.
You don't want to be living a rough lifestyle, barely making it by on your bills, struggling, not being able to buy, you know, tickets for your family to go travel with you, your friends. Like, don't you just want to be able to tell everyone, you know, like, let's go, we're rolling out to Hawaii next week, pack your bags.
That'd be freaking nice.
You know, you want to be able to, you know, at least I would. I don't know what other people, but that's like, you know, that's having the freedom to be able to just take off when you want and and do the things you want. You know, that's what I think all of us are. Everyone's kind of looking for freedom in their own way, you know. Everyone's looking for freedom, and like the goal is to get to that point. How do you at least feel like you have the most freedom to do what you want, when you want, and how you want to do it?
Yeah, but that's the only reason why I even started my SOPs and my systems, because I want my freedom.
One more time.
Yeah, like I enjoy doing what I do. I enjoy my business. I just don't enjoy the way I'm doing it, because I'm like literally on it, like almost 24/7. Like I freaking cap myself out. I burn myself out, and the only thing that keeps me going is reminding myself, like, hey, dude, you got parents to retire. You got a wife that needs better care. You got a kid that needs a future. Like, this is my fucking drive. This is my purpose, you know.
And it's also like, I want other people that, you know, are also Latinos, that are also were not in a good place in their life one time. Maybe they were hanging around with the wrong people, doing the wrong things, to realize that you can get to the point where we're at now and above. You can be a multi-millionaire as long as you are dedicated, and if you really want it, you'll get it.
Yeah.
And that's all. That's why I want to leave that legacy behind for people that are, you know, in the wrong place, hanging around the wrong people, to be like, shit, you know, this is just temporary.
Yeah.
Or I'm just on the wrong path right now. I just need to correct that path, go down the right path, and then they'll end up in a better place.
You know, that's right now that you mentioned that, there's this one thing of people not believing in themselves or not worthy or deserving of certain things. All right, because myself, I used to be like, damn, bro, like bien moreno, or not morenazo, right, but like brown colored, like, damn, like I'm in a whole nother country, like I don't think this stuff will work out for me.
Yeah.
But the mindset changed, the habits changed, the associations changed. Being in the room, sitting at a table with millionaires, billionaires, and I'm just like, holy shit, like it is possible. And then seeing other Latinos, like Leo, you know who Leo is from Club Rojo, or E-commerce Cartel, is it? E-com Cartel or something like that.
I've seen them.
Yeah. So like, meeting people that are way past what I'm doing, like even if we put me and you together like that, people that are way above that, right? And it's like, damn, dude, they're not even white. They're not even, like, you know what I mean? They're not meant to be there.
Yeah.
And I say that not because they're not supposed to, but just by the point of view of what people have. Like, this motherfucker Brown, he shouldn't be there. Like, you know what I mean?
And that's the main problem, that a lot of if you're not white, you don't feel like you belong in that room. You don't feel like you belong at the top. And it's like, who determined that? That's right. You know, why do people feel that way? And it's because I've heard that a lot of times, and I'm like, screw that, dude. You get your ass in that room, you lead that organization, run for government positions that put you in power. Like, you deserve it. You're a citizen. You know, you were born in this country. You can do whatever you want too. It's not just for other people. It's for all of us. We're all here. We all contribute. We all pay taxes.
Yeah.
You know, we all make decisions of how we want our future family and kids to what opportunities they get.
Yeah. I love that.
And so, like, you want to make yourself be part of that room. No matter how brown, dark you are, no matter how little you speak English, like, get your ass in that room, because you belong there.
Yeah.
This is a country for everyone. It's not just for a group of people.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, this country was made by a whole bunch of different people and religions and races and all kinds of different crazy
Especially
stuff.
California. We're a freaking melting pot right here.
California's crazy. People, you know, he's all kinds of these things that you do whatever you want here.
Literally.
You know, you can be whatever you want.
Yeah. So, I mean, at the end of the day, man, it's just, for me, I think, I don't know what the case may be for you, but for me, was breaking off that mental, or that limiting belief that, hey, dude, like, I'm brown, I don't think I belong here. Like, yeah, there's too many people, like, looking good. Like, yeah, motherfucker, why don't you look good? And it's like, the color doesn't even matter. It's like, we all bleed the same color, we all breathe the same oxygen, we all have a freaking brain. Like, get in there. Like you say, it's just,
yeah,
I don't know, man, just
fear.
Yeah, it's just, I was gonna say, it's like, more than anything, it was like a bit of fear, because I didn't feel worthy or deserving of being in certain rooms. Two, I feel like I couldn't contribute anything. And three, even having a business doesn't make a change of how I'm seeing things, but just seeing people that are making millions, freaking hundreds of millions, and I'm just like, bro, I'm really fucking hitting my six figures. Like, I don't belong here. No, fuck that. I do belong there, right? Even if I'm not making the millions, the hundred fucking millions, or the bit, like, I do belong there because I can contribute, because I can speak and share a story that may help, even if a millionaire hears my story and there's something that's like, I can tweak my shit to target those type of people, and it's like, whoa, shit, you know.
You gotta just put yourself in those rooms. Like, you might not have the answers, you might not know what you're doing, but you have to. Everyone was there.
Yeah.
You know, some people do get it easier. Some people get stuff passed down to. Some people have easier ways to connect. But if you want to put yourself in the room, put yourself in the room. How else are you gonna?
Yeah, man. If you're a Latino, you're not getting yourself in the rooms. Like, this is the other thing. I was gonna name the podcast, and I think I probably told you I was gonna name it. Well, I was like, I should have had named it Progressive Gossip. It's like, if you're a Latino, you love fucking chisme, you belong in any fucking room, bro. Like,
get your
for real,
chismoso's ass in every fucking room.
And make it a progressive chisme, you know?
And
chisme progresivo.
Yeah, and drive some change, make some impact, make a splash. Let them know you're Latino, go in those rooms and be like, I'm from this background, but I belong here and I can make choices and I can lead organizations.
And you know what's not even funny or anything like that, but to me it's amazing how up to this point, being in the rooms like that, I have not had any type of like hate or any type of like down talk to me. It's always by the people, or the people that have talk down on me, or the people that talk shit up to me or about me. It's always someone that's like either the same color as me, speaks the same language as me, or even my fucking family members. But never in a room where I'm in to grow, where I'm in to learn. Like, it's never in those rooms, bro. Like, once you're in the rooms, people start realizing the commitment that you have. It's like, hey, this guy's actually here to do something. He's here to learn. He's here to apply himself. Like, the respect that they show for you, dude, I haven't had any type of, like, can we say this, any type of hatred like that. It's always been like sharing information, bringing value, offering value.
Yeah, and it's just helping everyone around you, dude. Help as many people as you can. It's just a different mindset. Mm-hmm. Like, everyone's just selfish, you just want everything for you and just do everything that benefits you. But if you just think like, how can I help someone else get more money? How can I help you get more business? How can I help you be a better version of yourself? Like, that's what we want. We want to help everyone around us be better versions of themselves so they can pass it down to their kids.
Yeah.
And they can show all their friends. And it's like, that's what I want to do. I want to help as many people realize that you're capable. You don't have to be the smartest person in the world. You can read every book in the damn library and become the smartest person in the world. It's not that hard. You just have to do.
Yeah. I was about to say self-help, or all this self-help turned into shelf-help, and it's like, yeah, like, so you could read all the books, but like, if you don't apply it, dude, like, what?
Yeah, apply your shit. Test it out.
Yeah.
Whatever you read. My brother does something that's really interesting. He reads a book and he says he becomes that book. So he'll read something or he'll go through something and he'll dive in so deep that he like transforms into a different person during that stage.
What a way to actually read the book and apply yourself.
Yeah, I was like, dude, that's crazy. I thought he was crazy. I was like, this guy doesn't have he's just like doesn't know who he is or what's going on, because he switches so many different personas or whatever. And it's like, he's involving himself so deeply in what he's learning that he becomes that, whatever it is that they're teaching.
I mean, think about it, man. Like, even if you read every single book that could, like, self-development or self-help, like, at the end of the day, man, that's just gonna, like, one book, another book, another book, another book, and he just surrounded himself with all this knowledge, and he just became this one person through all this, right? So, I mean, to me, that seems pretty cool, though, to go deep into a book and apply yourself to what it says. Like, bro.
Well, anything, even if you're reading, like if you're watching something, like learning something new, become that.
Yeah.
So you can really see the change. Like, people want to, they see what they do. They wake up early. They go to the gym. they teach themselves, they invest in themselves, and they don't do it. So just do that, and you'll probably have a different result.
I actually just posted, I think it was like a day ago or two. I was like, man, whatever it is that you're trying to start, just start it. Like, that's literally your green light. Once you start, that's it. You just keep going. Because, like, you could stop. Like I was saying earlier, like, I had a little bump on the road. I was like, oh, shit, now my two interviews canceled on me. Like, fuck. Like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Okay, well, it is a problem, but it's a problem that has a solution, right? Other than my prayer, and then you texted me that next day, and I'm like, wow, bro, like, I was just like, wow, dude, like, I just can't even believe this, right? But having, like, everything kind of line up on its own and figuring it out, like, okay, well, at least the mind is thinking. If the mind is in motion, like, the universe works its way, bro. Like, I'm a big believer of stuff like that. Like, I align myself, I pray to God, and then I'm just like, all right, well, what can I do? Like, I know God got me because I got God. Like, let's make something happen. And, dude, like, you call me, yeah, and I was like, wow, dude, like, it's a blessing. So
it's just, you're putting it out there, dude. You're talking about it. You're letting people know, hey, you're being vulnerable. You're telling people, hey, dude, I had people scheduled and they canceled on me. And so you're spreading it out to the world, so someone hearing that, and someone's gonna want to help you.
And right now that you mentioned it, not a lot of people are willing to put themselves in a position where they are looking like they fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, people don't do that. Like, if there's one big lesson for me is to be vulnerable, open your mouth, say something.
If you're struggling, be like, hey, I'm struggling.
Yeah.
I'm really struggling right now in this area. I need help.
Yeah.
Or I need to find a way out of this. Like, someone will get your ass out of there.
Someone will talk shit, but there's someone that's gonna help you. Trust me. Like,
yeah, they'll be like,
real.
damn, really, dude, you're broke? Well, shit, let me help you.
Yeah, no, seriously.
It'll be a joke or whatever, or maybe like, damn, you really don't know how to get fit? Like, damn, yeah, because look at all those tacos you eat. It's all good, though. I'll show you how to get it.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, it's gonna be uncomfortable, but someone will show you the right way.
A closed mouth don't get fed, and I'm not talking about fucking food, y'all. I'm not talking about food, but asking for help. You probably heard this in school too. There's no such thing as stupid questions. There is, but there isn't, right? Asking the right question, or being in the right room and asking the right question, will freaking move you quick. Will get you to do something better. Will get you moving to a better position in life, whether it be physical, mental, freaking relationships, business.
And dude, I love that you said there's no stupid questions. And I always think to myself, like, what's a question that I can't get an answer to on Google?
Oh shit.
That's literally every time I think, like, I when I'm gonna ask someone a question, I'm like, what I'm about to ask, can I find this shit on Google? And if you can, probably shouldn't be asking it.
Damn. You literally just made me think about, like, fuck. Because I like asking questions, even if they sound stupid, right? But for me, it's like, one, I'm putting myself out there. I'm getting known. Like, most of the questions I ask, yeah, Google has them, but I don't think I could, like, process how Google will put it out. So it's always good to hear, like, from one person, right?
And it could be just, damn, Google just breaks it into too many pages, and that person might just tell you in one sentence.
Yeah. Damn, dude, literally just about to switch how I even asking questions to people, especially in the rooms I'm getting in now, bro. Like, I was sitting next to me, well, not literally next to him, but like 3-4 people down from me. We were having brunch at Albert's for the inner circle, and Neil Patel was there. Freaking Leo was there. Like, a lot of heavy hitters were there, man, and I'm just like, fuck, dude, like, I'm not even nowhere near where the hell they are at. Like, literally nowhere near. Everybody's up. Everybody in there was in the millions. Like, bro, I'm not even a quarter of the way there.
Yeah, but it's I mean, dude, if you think about it, it's like, why would you ask someone a question that literally you can find the answer to and save them some time? If you know someone's name, and maybe you can do a little search on them, like, what does this guy do?
Yeah.
So you can impress them, like, you know, hey, I already know what you do.
I did my homework.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, okay, damn, what's up, dude? You're a little more interesting than this guy that doesn't know shit about me.
That calls me a whole nother name. That's not my name. Fuck, bro. I swear, bro. I swear. Like, and I'll show you right now. I was like, I put I put Barragan. I won't even put your first name. I actually put Barragan, and then Juan shows up, and then Carlos, and I was just like, and for yours, I have a picture for the same reason. Your picture from Instagram, I think, pops up on there. And I was just like, fuck me, bro.
That's funny.
Like, but yeah, man, I think we've been doing this for a little bit, dude, believe it or not. I think a little bit over an hour and a quarter. But it's always exciting, man, coming out to people and interviewing them. Like in your case, for me, it was exciting to see your office. Why? Because I have an office at home, but literally, man, it's just a freaking piece of wood on a piece of an old closet that was there. I just kind of put it there just to get it going, to have somewhere to put my stuff. But like being able to see your office, being able to see your home, which I really appreciate you letting me come in here, bro. Because it's not a lot of people who walk into people's houses, right? I'm not even fixing the garage today, and I'm in here. But it's I appreciate it because one, it's I appreciate the trust. I appreciate you letting me into your space, right? And then two, it's more of help me visualize on things because your office, your house, like yeah, I have a house, but shit, I wish I had this house. So it's a bit of what's that one word?
Inspiration.
Yeah, it's inspiration to me to be like, oh, dude, now I can get my desk. Like, yeah, dude, I want a desk. Yeah, like 2-story home, like a nice, like yeah, I want a fucking home like that, like a nice backyard. Like it helps me visualize what I want next. So thank you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Dude, no problem. And it's really thank you for you having me on your podcast, dude. I'd love to help as many people and as many of our our culture and people that follow you and follow me, and I'd love to just drop as much knowledge because anyone can do it. And just setting up your space for success, dude. Setting up, that's a big one. If you wake up, dude, and you don't like what you see, it's like it's tough because you think about it. When you're starting, that's what gets you started. Like you wake up and you see that, like, damn, I have a piece of plywood for a desk. Like, shit, I need to better myself. I need to do better. And so, like, at least you started there, though. So now you know. Now you know the drive you need to have. And then you get nicer things.
Yeah.
And then you start thinking, like, all right, how can I set my space up to save myself more time and do more and want to be there? Because that's a big one, dude. People need to know that, people, whatever you do, you want to set it up so that you want to be there and do it.
Yeah.
If you're like, I really want to go to my office right now. You want to set up your space so you're like, damn, I'm going to run in there. Jump on that.
You hit it around the spot. Like right now, I hadn't even stepped there. I was like, I don't want to step in the road till I get a desk. Like I need myself a desk. So I go sit in the kitchen table.
I'll go buy buy a $40 desk. That's
no, yeah. There's actually, I was looking at them. They're about $250. I mean, not like all this big, but kind of like the bottom desk, right? But it's like, bro, it's way better than what I currently have.
Yeah. I mean, if it can be a huge difference.
Yeah.
It might put you in there to make more sales.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. It's like you said, you work out, it will be the same thing with like an office where you start transforming it into an actual office. It's like, yeah, bro, I'm in a room where I'm gonna start killing it. Like, I'm gonna make calls. I'm gonna feel comfortable. I'm gonna feel confident. I'm gonna have a high level of energy. I'm gonna have better posture, whatever it is. Like, it just lifts yourself up to that whole nother level, honestly.
Just make it so you want to do it.
Yeah.
That's like a hack. Whatever you don't want to do,
you want to do it.
Make it so you can want to do it.
There you go. Well, guys, this reaches the end of our podcast. Not with Juan, y'all. Not with Juan. With Carlos. Carlos Barragan. Can you let the people know where they can find you, brother?
You guys can find me everywhere at Carlos N. Barragan. And if you guys need any construction services, if you are interested in becoming on a podcast, just send me a message there. And you guys can find our website. Go to our website, vinodesignbuild.com. Put your contact in. Someone will reach out within like hours or as soon as possible.
Yeah.
As soon as that email comes in, someone will reach out.
All right, brother. I appreciate you once again having me in your home and allowing me to come over here and interview you and bring some good information, good information of value to our viewers. Hopefully they got something out of it. If they didn't, then I mean there's a whole bunch of other episodes. But just from what I heard, man, they should get you at least a little bit of a rush to be like, I need to do something. Like I need to get moving. Yeah,
get your asses in those rooms. Get up, get uncomfortable, and just get out there.
Yeah.
Get what you want.
Yeah. I love it.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
So there you guys have it. Thank you again. And Guerreros. Oh, dude, before we actually end it, I almost forgot the $1 million question. I almost forgot it. But what does it mean to be a guerrero to you? I almost forgot that one, bro. That was very important.
To be a guerrero, to me, is to be fearless, to just run at the gunfire. You know, if someone's shooting, you run towards it. That's what I would say a guerrero is to me.
You just go. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like we like the uncomfortable stuff. We like being uncomfortable. So you guys have it, man. Whatever obstacles, whatever struggles you guys are facing, if you overcome them, just like my coach said, you're gonna wish you had more, because that's literally what's building you. So with that, we leave you guys. We let you be. Again, thank you for coming on to Guerreros Podcast. May you guys have a good one. And Guerreros, let's go.
All right, family.